In my city. Oh. Yeah, you like that?
Definitely.
Do you remember when you were only limited by your imagination? Or that you could achieve whatever you put your heart and soul into? They say that we are the authors of our own minds. They say that we have the ability to conquer mountains or collect dust on distant shelves. But what if rotting away on a shelf was all you've ever known? What if the closest recollection of a fantasy was simply being able to define yourself and the choices you made? As we continue to dwell behind our red, black and gold picket fence, we shut out the silent cries of our city. Cries of those who are held hostage under distorted realities that we have been raised to believe. So now, we bring the streets to your campus. We bring you the stories of those known as less than human.
Alright, so we'll start with your name, where you're from, and how old you are.
Well, my name's John Anthony Brooks. I'm from Michigan. I'm 57, and I go by Tony.
My name is T-Bone. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana.
My name is Keith Stevenson. As you can see, I got my little ID. My age is 44 years old. My color is brown. And my sex is male.
And how long have you been fighting this struggle? And
Since my wife took my house, about 12 years.
19 years.
I've been homeless, but I've traveled the country. I've gone place to place, ran into a lot of different adventures, a lot of good people, a lot of bad people.
what's one of the biggest problems that people see about you before even getting to know you?
Well, they think that just because we're homeless, that we don't really have any rights. And that's the worst conception. They think we don't have any rights, and everybody's got rights.
People look at you like you're a nobody. And there are organizations and that you can go to and get help, and they're willing to help you, but at the end, you got to help yourself.
Bums, crackheads, hood rats, trailer trash. The usual. We're either bums, crackheads, hood rats, or trailer trash. Yeah.
Especially in Florida, where the cities want to, rather than deal with the homeless population and help them, just kind of sweep them under the rug and ignore the problem, or at worst see people suffering as a nuisance.
You know, I wish that they did more to address the root problems that cause homelessness and hunger in people in their community. You know, look at Fort Lauderdale, what's happening there with the homeless hate laws. People are being criminalized for sharing food with hungry people down there.
I have been in jail for sharing food with hungry people, and it's something that we know is the right thing to do.
You know, I understand everybody gets caught up in their own lives. I understand, like, you know, we're all just trying to get by, but, you know, the fact is that there's a thread that goes through all of us, our humanity, where there's people, human beings that are out there that are suffering and struggling right now everywhere. And it's up to us, at the very least, as human beings, to make sure that people are fed.
I believe we're referring to is not the homeless. They're not less than human. It's those of us who walk by and not do anything. We're less than human.
Just treat me like you'd like to be treated, like one of God's creatures, because that's what we all are. I bleed just like you bleed.
This spans much further than the capacity of any campus or city, and it will take more than our spare change to spark change. We have seen the unsung warriors from different sides of the same battlefield, and the lengths to which they have fought to shatter our beliefs of a perfect world. Amidst the crossfire, we can sometimes feel like just a number, but you'd be surprised to find what chapters unfold from an unordinary act of boldness. So in whatever way possible, we challenge you to be unordinary. This does not make us heroes, but rather, it makes us a little more human.